everyone, thanks for joining. Today we're going to show you how to brew the Puerh, which is, it comes in this bag, but it has been broken apart for you from the original Puerh tea cake, the round pressed tea cake. So all you need to do is just open it up and take about 2 teaspoons of tea and put that in your tea ball or your teacup or your tea infuser, whatever you use. That's the tea, and then I'll show you that this is what it looks like. And what I'm going to do first, this water is at the boiling temperature, so I'm just going to rinse it off first. I'm going to fill this up. First thing you want to do is you want to rinse it off so that it opens it up really nicely. It doesn't take long, just kind of let it maybe sit in there for maybe 10 or 15 seconds. You can stir it around to kind of help move it along, give the energy to open it up a little. It's not like, if you have a tea ball, you can dunk it very gently. If you have a tea bag, you can dunk it very gently so that it opens up very nicely. And then if you're using something where you're using a tea strainer, then you're just going to strain it out. I'm just going to strain it into my cup here, just to warm up my teaware. And then again, this is very formal, so I am also going to warm up my teacup. I don't have my teapots with me today. I kind of wish that I had those there at the shop today. So I'm going to go ahead and warm up my teacup. I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there so it can be warming up. Then I'm going to refill my infuser. At this point is my Gaiwan. I'm going to fill that up with water. Yes, that is very hot. That's going to sit in there for about a minute or maybe even longer, and we're just going to let that steep. You can do it for less amount of time. It really is a very personal preference as to how bold that you want that to be. If you're using this because maybe you're not feeling well, you can probably brew it a little bit longer so you get a really, really good effect from it. You could brew it less. It really just depends on how your body is feeling and what mood you're in for what level of the robustness you want from the tea. Now, because this is from a tea cake, from a Puerh tea cake, this one has been this is a 14-year aged, from a 14-year aged tea cake itself. So this is going to be extremely detoxifying for you. It's really good. It's like a probiotic. So I think that one of the things that probably when you purchased it, you were looking for something that had either a detox effect, something that would help clean you out. It has properties that are known for cleaning out your blood, people with cholesterol or blood pressure. It's also really good for if you have, maybe you have a hangover. It is known to be a weight loss tea. I cannot guarantee that you will lose weight from it, but I will say that because of the effects of this, if you're drinking it really, really bold, sometimes it can even look like coffee, you're going to have this effect to where it's going to really just start emptying you out, which is a really good thing when you're doing this naturally. It's really good for you. So, the longer you let this sit and brew, and this will brew a number of times, just the first steep, it really kind of opens it up really good. And then you can just kind of let it sit, and you can steep and sip it throughout the day. And it's just going to be equally good for you. You can also brew it cold overnight in the refrigerator if you want to do that, and have iced tea or reheat it if you like. It really is just kind of experiment with it. You can start with it this way, again, like either in a tea ball or a tea bag, or you might have an infuser where the tea goes on the top and then it drops down to the bottom. Or either way, just make sure that it's the boiling water. You rinse it and then you filter it out. So this has already been steeping for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I'm going to go ahead and filter this out. And with the Gaiwan, it's a little challenging because the water is hot, the steam is coming out of the sides, but depending on how you hold it, it's okay. And we can show you how to do that. If you want to get a Gaiwan, would love to come in have you come in and show you how to use a Gaiwan as well. And it's the way that it's filtered, you really want to try to get as much out of it as you can, because then it starts to sit at the bottom of the cup, and then you kind of get a different flavor. You may or may not like that, but we try to be very consistent. This is what we call a fair pitcher, so that means that you're going to get a consistency. It's not continuing to brew. So then I'm just going to pour this into my cup. It's not all going to fit, but if you were here, I would share a cup with you. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of a caramel color. It probably looks a little bit darker on the camera than it really is, but it's still a really nice caramel color. It has a very earthy feeling. If by chance you would like to have maybe a different flavor to it, I do like to add a little bit of vanilla to mine. Sometimes I'll add a couple of drops to my cup and then just kind of stir it up, and that gives it a really nice flavor too. That's pretty much it. It's a very easy process. No matter which tools you use, make sure you have a strainer, hot water, and then a cup to pour it in. Only takes a minute or two at the most. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the shop.